Now, what's your race, ethnicity, or nationality?
I'm straight nigga, black. That's it.
Do you speak any other languages aside from English?
I mean, a little bit of Arabic. I went to Muslim school when I was in like elementary.
And how many years of that do you take?
Uh, like I think like 3 or 4 years. It's like I think it was kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. So I remember like my alphabets, my prophets, all that shit like that.
And was there ever a thought to further your education of that language?
Not really. I wish. Like when you younger, you don't really care about that type of stuff. Like I remember when I was in high school, they put Chinese on my schedule. I was like, what the fuck? I don't want this. But I'm older now. I wish I'd have took that shit. I'd have been the curry out talking that shit to them people.
Do you still follow Islam?
Yeah, somewhat. I ain't know my shit how I really used to be when I was younger, but I still follow it.
Why not?
I don't know. It's like I done been through so much shit. It's like really, I don't be knowing what like to believe in for real. I don't know what's this, what's that. People be like, God wanted you here with me. Like that shit be throwing me off when people say that. Like niggas be dying, they be 12, they be like, God had a better place for him. I hate that shit. Like, so that religion shit, I stopped like believing in them for a while. It was like fucking me up.
What is it about that phrase that you hate?
What?
He's in a better place now.
I mean, that's cool, but people don't know if that's a better place or not. You never been there. You don't know what's gonna happen. You just gotta wait till it happen. Like, you could just die and just be asleep. Like, how you know if he in a better place? He probably wanted to be with his family, wanted to be with his mother, be with his kids. Niggas be just having kids and be dying. What's better than being with your family? That's cool. People die, you go to heaven, you go to afterlife, all that's cool. But while I'm here, I want to stay here as long as possible.
What do you think happens or believes happens when someone passes away?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. When it happens, I'm going to find out. I don't know if you just sleep. I feel like if you believe in something enough, like you know how you go to sleep and you will have a dream, like something probably be on your mind all day. Like you probably think about watching the Redskins play the Cowboys all day. Go to sleep, have a dream about that shit. If you believe in something enough, when you sleep, you gonna dream about that shit. Like whatever you believe in.
When it comes to Islam, is it a certain branch or sect you follow?
Sunni.
And why that?
When I was younger, that's what I was raised on. Like my uncles, my aunt was like hard on Islam when I was younger, and that's just what I was taught.
And are these family members on your mother's side or father's
My
side?
father's side. My mother's side, they like straight Christians over there. But my father's side, it's like a lot of Muslims over there.
And your parents split at some point in your life?
Yeah, my biological father and my mother, I don't even recall them ever being together since I've been born. Like ever.
So in this part of the conversation, when we're talking about Islam and you refer to your father, are you referring to your biological father or your
Yeah,
stepfather?
my biological father. I was still saying, like, my mother would take me over there to my family member's house and shit like that. I see them in the neighborhood. My real father used to be in my hood all the time. And he walk down the street, see that nigga whenever I want to.
Was that part of, was that any, was that, let me rephrase, let me take my time for a second. Did this also lead to confusion for you when your mother and their family is in Christianity and your father and their family's into Islam?
I mean, I'm gonna do what I want at the end of the day. I always been like that since a little ass kid. Can't nobody tell me what to do. I was a badass kid. Did it confuse me? Not really. Like, somewhat, kinda though. Like, I go to Juma on Friday, Didn't think I get to wake up and watch football Sunday. My mother would wake me up like, you coming to church with me? I'm like, I don't even want, like, why? But it's my mother, so I'm going to do what she want at the end of the day. So I used to go sometimes. But she ain't force it on me. She just asked me, you want to go with me to church? I'm like, come on, I want to see what they talking about. I like learning. So I want to hear what they talking about in here. But then I had like a girlfriend in the 9th grade. That's my dog. But me and her mother, we was like real cool, and her mother used to take me to church and shit like that too. I don't know if I did it because that was like my girlfriend at the time. But I liked that shit though. I was learning a lot of shit.
Was that your first love?
I don't like that word. I like, that's my nigga right there. That's like my homie. But probably was.
What is it about that word or that phrase you don't like?
I don't know, I feel like the more people you love, the more funerals you gotta go to, the more heartbreaks you gonna go through. So I just stay away from that shit. When motherfuckers try to get too close to me, I don't like that. I don't even like getting to know motherfuckers. The more people you know, the more people you really get to know and really fuck with, that's more funerals you gonna have to go to. So I got enough right now. I went to probably 20-something funerals, 20 to 30 funerals by the time I was 18 or something like that, 18, 19. My mother used to cry, I didn't even know who funeral I was going to. She was like, I remind her of my uncle. She's like, you keep going to funerals every weekend. That shit was like a set schedule. Every week somebody did a new funeral.
Do you always attend funerals?
Not no more. Not really. I don't really like last funeral I went to was my biological father. He just died from this little COVID shit. But other than that, I don't like going. You gotta be really close to me for me to go to your shit.
He passed away this year in 2020 because of COVID-19.
What you mean 19? That's that shit called COVID-19?
Yeah, the full phrase is COVID-19.
Yeah, COVID. Shit, wow. It's my nigga right there. You listen to my album, you gonna hear it on there. I got a song for him on there called Far Away. Said my papa got to see his son on TV before he passed away. Thought I'd make a milli off of weed. I found it fast away. You just gotta listen to that bitch. That's my shit. It's probably one of my favorite songs on there.
And what's the name of the title once again?
Far Away.
Well, the title of the project is on?
Who Won It.
And that's
That
your
shit,
album.
Yeah, that shit everywhere. That shit going crazy right now.
When you stopped attending funerals, did you ever feel regret or remorse for not attending?
No, not really. Cause if you gotta be really close to me. Like it's like I really don't be caring about a lot of shit no more. Like people die, I be like, cool. Like let's play the game. Let's go to the studio.
You're desensitized.
I really don't be thinking I got feelings no more. You gotta be really, really, really close to me to bring that shit. I ain't think my father was gonna fuck me up because we wasn't really that close. But we just got cool like a couple years ago. So that fucked me up. Like randomly though. I ain't think it was gonna hit me. It got me.
Why were you guys not in communication for a certain length of time, and then how did things get repaired?
Like when I was young, I just used to, you know how it is. You growing up, you niggas, little kids, like you don't see your father around. You don't know why he not around. But when you grow up, you like, I don't know why he not around. I don't know. It probably could have been my mother. She gonna see this interview, probably hate that, but probably could have been her. Probably could have been him. I don't know. I'm a little kid, but now that I'm grown and I get to see shit, and he never like pushed me away. He used to text me. Like, no matter, like, if you look at our text message thread, we ain't talk all the time. We ain't had long, deep thought. I mean, what you do today, none of that. It was just, I love you. That's it. That's all I needed. That was perfect.
So he might not have been around, but he would still communicate with you.
Yeah, he'd text me. Write me on, like, Instagram or Facebook or some shit like that.
Did you ever...
Tell me pull up to certain shit.
Did you ever find out the actual reason why he wasn't? Was that something that was ever talked about?
Not really. Like my stepfather, he put his foot down. Like That's my nigga right there. Like, he the reason, nigga, like, probably, like, I'm the way I am for real. Like, he tried, like, raise me, put me outside, put me on my first football team, took me to practices and shit like that. Had me in the hood, had me outside. Before my stepfather came around, I was probably a house nigga. I ain't want to go outside. I just wanted to watch cartoons and eat food all day. He came around like, nah, nigga, go the fuck outside. Like, you in here all day. I was fat as shit. Like, I was a little kid, I was fat. Because I ain't go outside. All I used to do was eat, and that's it. Then he started getting me active. I started getting in shape, getting little and shit like that.
And then you got into football at some point?
Yeah, I was like that at football, too. I won, like, MVP or something like that when I was, like, 12. I broke the trophy, though. I still got it, but they don't got no helmet on. They don't got no head. I broke it.
How?
I don't even know. I really don't. I think my grandmother probably did it.
Why?
It probably was an accident. I still got the trophy, though. He just ain't got no head. Shit happens. My man, Torrey Smith, that's my nigga, he played with the Ravens. His mother just broke his fucking trophy from college. Knocked the helmet off his shit. The arm came off, all that shit happens. It's a trophy.
It's not funny, but it's kind of funny just thinking about a headless trophy.
Got no helmet on, it's just there. Shoulder pads with a football. MVP. If I had the great, all my niggas in the NFL, I probably, like, I got probably like 10 plus jerseys hanging up in my house, all signed jerseys, all my niggas. Like, if I'd have had the grades and shit like that, I'd probably have been a star. But as soon as they started telling me you gotta have a 2-point, I ain't have a 2-point nothing. Then they made it worse. They said 2.5 and no E's on your report, no F's, whatever the fuck.
F's.
I was like, I give up. At this point, I'm going to Wise High School. I'm out in Maryland. That school had the most females. That shit was like college. Like big ass high school. I'm popular as shit because I'm in the band. I'm having like any female for real. Like, who cares about going to class? Like, I'm getting the ass right now. I've got that experience, got me some ass, got a little pussy. It was over from there. Class. My girlfriend in high school had a half a day. I'm leaving school with her. We going to do what we do.
Is that who you lost your virginity to?
Nah. I lost my virginity to a thought bitch. I don't even know who she was. Like, my uncle made me get some ass. I fucked her in the laundry room. That's crazy. That's disgusting. I ain't never even told nobody that. Probably like a couple people know that. But that was, all my cousins hit that jump. That's crazy.
This uncle on your father's side?
Yeah. Stepfather. I mean, that's why I be confused now, because my father died. So I don't like calling. I used to call my stepfather like my real father. I mean, that's my real father, but I don't like, my father did, so I can't blame my stepfather.
Well, because, with this interview, I'm being very technical.
My stepfather was around, so that's my nigga right there. So his whole family, that's who that's who I'm talking about when I say any of this. I met my blood brother on some rap shit when I first started rapping. I remember when I was young, on my blood father.
Biological.
Yeah, he had endless kids, but I remember like 3 of them. My brother Tony, my brother Tonio, and my brother Rico. So when I remember them hanging with them at a younger age. So when I first started rapping, I'm at this studio in Maryland, and my engineer like, hey, you got a brother? I'm like, yeah, but I ain't seen that nigga like 10 years or something like that. He's like, man, he recording here. Blah, blah. He called me, come to the studio. We just started doing music and shit together. That shit was crazy.
What age were you when you lost your virginity?
Damn, Dr. Doolittle? I don't know. I was like...
Or what grade?
I was in like 8th grade or something like that. I tried in 7th grade. I ain't gonna lie to you. 7th grade, I tried to... Look, hope my sister don't see this interview. I tried to hit this girl in her bed. Because I ain't even have a bed. So in 7th grade, I took this girl. My mother was at work. I took this girl in my sister's bedroom. Her name was like Rashante or some shit like that. I took her in there. She get the kissing on the joint and all that. Get the neck and the joint up. I ain't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, she taking control. Like, bitch, this bitch in the 7th grade. She an expert. So, she doing that. My sister bed, the screws was like loose or something. I don't know why her screws was loose. She in the 2nd grade. She must was jumping on that bitch or something. So, I get the girl with Shanti on the bed break, boom. I'm like, what the fuck? I sit up, look out the window, my mother parking her car. I'm like, oh shit. Shanti had to go out the back door. So I would have got some ass in the 7th grade. I ain't trying again to 8th grade when I was with my cousins. They had a little freak joint with them.
And now your sister knows.
Fuck it. She get whatever she want now. What she gonna say? You fucked in my bed. Me and my mother got in an argument when I was in like high school. I was getting endless ass in high school, but I left and moved with my grandmother, and my sister took my bed. Like, whenever me and my mother used to get in arguments, my sister would take my bed, take my TVs, take everything. As soon as I leave, fuck him, I want his bed. You know how much ass I got in that bed, and you gonna take it?
So we just need to tie a few ends to these some of these details here. When it comes to the sister's bed breaking situation, the girl runs out, and how does she run out of that? She slides through a window?
Back door.
Oh, back door.
Slide back door to the basement. We was in the townhouse.
And mother never knew any of this was happening.
Know now. She fucking know now, thanks to you.
Now, what happens with the bed scenario? Because
I stood that bitch back up.
Oh, you tied the screws up?
Look, since a young nigga, if I wish my mother was right here right now, me and her just had to talk about this yesterday. I've been fixing shit since I was a little ass kid. She told me I fixed her VCR when I was 5. Like, it done been situations when they cut my headphones in half. Cause I was just blasting music. I wasn't paying attention in class, cut my headphones in half. I stripped the little color shit off, like how your charge is. Took the blue part off, twisted the wires back together. I'm back cranking, you're tripping. My music gotta be here. I've been fixing shit since a young nigga.
Who cut the headphones?
I don't even remember. I don't know if it was my mother. Somebody cut them motherfuckers. I think it was her.
So you fixed the bed and sister never knew anything that happened?
Never knew. Bed probably was a little loose. But fuck it. She was like 50 pounds. She was in 2nd, 3rd grade or something like that.
Did you feel any guilt or remorse?
I don't be caring about nothing out there. Like, if I do it, I did it. Like,
but I'm talking about back then. Did you feel
0%? I was mad I didn't get no ass. I'm in 7th grade. I'm trying to go to school, and yeah, I ain't no virgin, Slim. I'm trying to go. People be telling you a virgin. I'd have been fuck no, fucked her. I'd have been that figure too. I used to talk too much. Don't nobody know what I do now.
And why didn't you try to finish this with this girl back in those days? Did she want to finish the job or, take it further and advance the situation you had, the sexual chemistry you guys had, or?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Why was it one and done?
Look, this crazy. She wrote me like a couple years ago when I started rapping. But she big as shit now. I don't want to try again. She's a hip-hop-opotamus. Hip-hop-anotamus. She's humongous now. I'm not go. No disrespect to big girls, but that just ain't my preference.
And now she's gonna see this interview and know exactly how you feel.
Listen, I told you I don't give a fuck about nothing and shit. Like, that's her problem. Get in the gym.
Want to share her name?
I said it, Rashante.
Oh, okay.
What's she gonna do?
Want to share your sister's name?
Which one? The one who? Oh, nah. I don't need to know her name. If you know my sister, you know it.
Well, you have a lot of sisters, so I didn't know if...
Yeah, now, my youngest sister. She know who lived in the house with us.
And this was the youngest on the stepfather's end?
Nah, that was my blood sister.
Oh, biological.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to finish up the religious conversation. So, being that your mother would ask you to come to church and show you the Christianity side of things, and then your biological father would show you the Islamic.
It wasn't even really him. It was like my aunts for real. It was his side.
Yeah, aunts and uncles.
His
I think.
sister she's so religious. Like when I went to Muslim school, we'd take field trips to the masjid on Fridays just to pray, and she'd see me there and she'd just be so happy that I'm there, and she'd like buy me like little bean pies and give me $20 and stuff like that. But it was her for real. It wasn't really him.
It was just under his side.
Yeah, his side.
So I guess my question is would they ever feel some type of way that you would go to the other house or the other family and they knew that, you know?
They didn't know what I was doing.
Okay.
My mother didn't care.
Okay.
My mother pushed, she like, I think she liked me learning too, because she know what I believe in. Like, but she'd still ask me, like now, my mother a Christian, she'd ask me to go to church with her on like Easter or something like that. I ain't gonna let her go by herself. And I like listening. Like when you go to church, it ain't like I'm going in there, I'm like going against the grain or something. I like hearing what they talking about. They talking some real shit.
So how would Christmas work? Because obviously your mother would celebrate Christmas.
Listen, Christmas last year, I'm the person that don't celebrate Christmas. Don't give me nothing. I'm not, like they know. Like my family know, leave me alone. But last year I made a lot of money. Like I finally, like before last year, I had money, but I ain't had money. Like I ain't had no rap nigga money. So I surprised her, went home, I gave her like $10,000 and some. She called me, motherfucking. She called me on, I think it was 2 days after Christmas or something like that. I booked the flight already, but I act like I was sleepy, I was sick. I'm in my bed, I'm like, man, I'm about to get some sleep. Like I really don't feel good. I got a flight in an hour. Airport 10 minutes from my house in Miami. I'm like, man, I'm about to get some sleep. I really don't feel good. She like, oh, all right, bye, blah, blah. I could hear it in her voice, she mad I ain't coming up there. Hang up the phone, jump out the bed, go to the airport, fly there. I give her $10,000 and some roses. She started crying and shit. That's probably like the first thing I did for her. Cause it was like, we grew up struggling. Not really struggling, cause she made that shit work, but that little 10K and them roses, that shit. I just had to talk with her before I came here, talking about how proud she is of me and shit like that.
Did that money come from music?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I could really say I made $1 million off rap now. Shout out to Universal Music Group. Thank you.
You signed a deal with Universal?
I signed a distribution. My distribution was crazy. My song went crazy last year, all talk. 4 niggas walking up and it's just me. Bar, now it's just 3. Bar, now it's just 2. Bar, now it's just me. When I did that, I had 20 label meetings in about 2 weeks. So when I did that shit, life was crazy, man. That's why I wish the world was open. I feel like that shit ain't even hit its full potential. I ain't get to do the shows that I wanted to do. I got to meet a couple good niggas off of it. I made a lot of money at the perfect time, because if I wouldn't have did that, I signed like right before COVID started, like 2 months. If I wouldn't have did, I don't know what the fuck I'd have been doing right now.
So you said you signed right before COVID started, so?
Right before, probably 2-3 months before.
Are we talking at the end of 2019 or right into 2020?
I signed the end of 2019. My check ain't even hit to 2020. I was blowing they motherfucking phones up. Like, hey, signed that shit about a month ago. Like, y'all said that shit take 3-4 weeks. Like, what my advance at, where my money at? Like, I'm blowing they shit up. My manager, he like, yeah, it should hit today. I'm like, my shit still say $2,000. Like, what the fuck? This ain't it. Like, it's gonna hit tomorrow. That shit hit, I was like, Lord. Like, I don't show no emotions or show no feelings or nothing. So when it hit, I was with people. So I'm just like, all right, bet. Swipe up. Then I got home. I probably was cool. I probably hopped on the Xbox. Then I probably was like, damn. I looked at it again like, damn, this shit really real. Like, let me go buy something right quick. I went and bought a chain. I was like, This shit, I really got this shit. This shit different, man.
Care to share how much the advance was?
No, sir. It was a lot, though. What's 6 figures? Is 6 figures motherfucking...
100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000,
Yeah, it was 6
600,000,
figures.
700,000,
It
800,000.
was definitely 6 figures. Then my manager just gave me another 6-figure check in the club last week. 2 weeks ago. That wasn't 2 weeks ago. That was Halloween. I was drunk as shit, too. I was dressed up as a pimp. I'm in there grooving, too. I'm over there with Bow Wow and shit, grooving. Hand me the paper, balled up. I'm like, what's this? Oh, I'm sober now. What's this? I'm back. Like, I handed it to my cameraman. Put this in your wallet. Don't look at it. Mind your business. Because I ain't got no wallet. I had on little pimp pants. I ain't had no pockets. I think my man had my phone. I ain't had shit on me. I said, put this in your wallet. Don't look at it. As soon as we get in the car, I look back. I said, I remember we sitting there, though. I said, give me your wallet. Took my shit. I ain't say shit to nobody.
And
this shit a blessing.
And if people want to see that outfit, your Halloween costume, it's on your Instagram.
Oh, it's on the grind. Fish in my feet. Fish in my shoes. I'm telling you, I could have been a pimp in the 70s. I'd have had them hoes, too.
What's the Instagram handle if people aren't familiar?
3OhBlack everything. Number 3, letter O, letter H, black. That shit everywhere. You type that in on everything.
Now, I respect that you don't want to share the amount of the advance, but...
You done Google some shit.
I'm on that website that you like to use.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm just joking. But have you blown the whole advance at this point?
Fuck no. I be chilling for real. Like, I blew a lot of money, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, but I like making sure the people around me enjoy this. I know how to make money. Like, I can't go broke off this. Can't go broke like Jock. Like, can't do it. Like, so I really enjoy the people around me having fun. I don't give a fuck about me for real. Like, I'm gonna make sure I'm good, and then of course I'm good. But like, I enjoy my men enjoying themselves. Like, we'd just be cooling. The other day we was cooling in the crib. They was like, my man from DC called me, a couple of good men. They say 2 Chainz about to pop out and shit, and let's get a table. And I ain't with all that. Everybody putting their money out in front of the club. If you gonna put up, you gonna put up. I don't give. Like, as long as we enjoy ourselves tonight, I don't give a fuck. I pay for the whole table. Motherfuckers, 2 good men came up to me. We do that on the inside. We ain't gonna look weak in front of these females, in front of this club. I pay for everything right now. Handle that shit when we handle it. Get boats and shit in Miami for niggas' birthdays and shit like that. As long as niggas enjoying their life, that's all I really want to do. You only here one time.
There's some people watching this that have never had a chance to get a boat. How much does something like that cost?
To rent a boat?
Yeah.
It's some slight shit. If you know some scammers, that shit free if you don't see me. If you know my man, sometimes it's free, sometimes we gotta pay for it. It might be $2,000. Big stupid yacht, $3,000. You go almost 7-man handles, you know. If you know my cameraman, you might get it for free. I'm just saying.
And what about section in the club? Somebody watching this, they haven't had a chance to do that yet. How much does something like that
Depends
cost?
where you at. We went to Compound, and the table was, I think it was $3,000, $4,000 or something like that. You go to DC, that shit might be $1,000. Rosebud or something might be $3,000, depending on where you at. Live nightclub, telling you might play $3,000 and get 2 bottles. That club is crazy. Floor seats at the game, that's probably the most stupidest shit I done bought. But it ain't really stupid because I was supporting my man that I grew up with. He played with the Lakers. Well, he played with the Lakers. Shout out Quinn Cook. That's my nigga right there. I paid like $10,000 for a floor seat.
Lakers game?
Lakers versus Heat.
In LA?
Nah,
In Miami.
In Miami. This is in like January or December. I don't know. Whenever they play, I got to hang with LeBron and shit like that. That shit was cool as hell. LeBron probably don't even know he bought me some tilapia that night. My first time probably eating that shit. Private parties with the Lakers. I'm in there with the whole team.
What was LeBron like?
I mean, I ain't really hanging around. I was by the nigga. We in the club together, but he's a cool nigga from what I see. Whole team was cool.
He is into hip hop music.
I see.
He tweets about it. He, especially if he tweets about an artist or their song, they're retweeting it and they're posting it on their Instagram and things of that nature. They're celebrating the fact that LeBron James tweeted out my music.
That's a fucking big accomplishment.
When it comes to your music, did you...
LeBron need to throw me up.
When it comes to your music, was he aware that you were a recording artist? Did you slide him some music? Did someone slide him some music, or you weren't even trying to do any of that?
I don't do that. When I'm around you, I'm on some genuine shit. I don't even like telling people I'm a rapper. If you don't know, you won't know. I'm on some females. When I go, rap niggas, they go smack a bitch. You know who I am, biggest rapper, blah, blah, I made this. I don't do none of that. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. I don't tell people I'm a rapper. If you don't know, you won't know. I'm a smooth nigga. You gonna fuck with me, you gonna fuck with me.
Why not? Why don't you say that's your occupation?
People use that to get bitches. I don't need that. I'm just like a handsome kind of looking guy. Like, I don't need to tell you I'm a rapper. Then you be looking me up and shit like that. You gonna fuck with me regardless. That shit like a cheat code. If I really did that, boy, oh boy.
What if somebody asked you though? Like, hey, you look like a rapper. I think I've seen you before. Are you a rapper?
Yeah, I rap. I tell you
Okay,
that.
so you'll admit if they ask.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I'm not, but I'm not going, yeah, I'm a rapper. Like, that shit corny as fuck. I don't even, that's the squid, that's the niggas that just starting to get ass and shit like that. That shit weird. If you using that to get bitches, you need to fucking, I don't know. You a square.
So, I do want to finish up the religious conversation. When it came to Christmas, though, and you were younger, would you participate, or how would that work?
Oh, for sure. Like, hell yeah, PlayStation 2s and shit coming out. I celebrated sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It wasn't really celebrated. It's like everybody else getting shit, and I really want a PlayStation 2, and I know we really can't afford it. But I know it's Christmas, so my mother gonna try to get people shit. And I ain't gonna have to work for it or nothing. It's Christmas, you gonna give me something.
So, if I'm asking a redundant question here, I apologize, but we've talked about so many details and so many different things in the last amount of time that I don't know if you've answered this or not, but I know that you say you do follow the Islamic faith. Do you also follow Christianity as well, or is it just Islam for you at this point?
Man.
Because you were brought up in two different households, seeing two different things, and...
I mean, if you ask me what I am, I'm going to tell you I'm a Muslim. But, like I said, I like learning shit, so I go to church, which, like, if I fuck with a female and she go to church, I go with her. I like learning. They talking some shit in there. Sometimes a nigga need prayer that only a Muslim prayer won't, like, hell, like, I might have did some shit that I shouldn't have did, and I need every prayer that I could get. I need you a Buddhist. I go with you to that. Wherever they go, you Jew, we going to Jewish church. Like, whatever it
synagogue.
Synagogue. We going to synagogue, because I was sinning God, so we going to the synagogue. Like, sometimes you need every prayer you could get.
And why is it then that you, even though brought up in two different households with two different religions, why do you side with the Islamic faith?
I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, it just stuck with me more. Yeah, like it really just stuck with me more. I like the beliefs more and shit like that, like the discipline. Honestly, I think it was the discipline. Like, I feel like being a Muslim, it really make you a man. No disrespect to the Christianity shit, they got men too, but being a Muslim, it really challenges you and make you a real man. Like, it make you respect females more. Like, I was in the 2nd grade, I got in trouble for hitting a girl in her head with a dodgeball. He's playing dodgeball, and she ain't dodged the ball, and I got in trouble for it. So it really make you respect females a lot more.
Is everything a bar to you?
What you mean?
That was a bar, wasn't it?
It was? Bro, I don't know, bro. I just be talking, bro. I write shit down, though, from time to time. I just say some cool shit, and I write it down, go to the studio, and make a song.
You were playing dodgeball, but you didn't dodge the ball. That's not a somewhat of a bar there?
Ain't no damn bar. That's one of these kitty rappers' bars. I get their ass real bars. You listen to my shit. Get your ass
How about
bars.
this? What do you think, out of all your music catalog, has been your hardest bar? The hardest thing you ever said?
Damn, it's a good one. I don't know. I make a lot of music. I really can't answer that question.
Okay, how about this? If you can't answer that question, just me asking the question, does a certain bar kind of just, yeah, that was pretty tough right there?
My back in the day song, I get it straight bars the whole song. Like, really no hook. So
Was it a certain line or?
the whole song. They don't just be that 4 niggas walking up jump. That shit made me a lot of money. So that gotta be the matter of fact, take all that back. That gotta be probably my favorite bar. Like, for real. Yeah. That shit went crazy. I had Rolling Stone posted me. I ain't paid for none of that. I ain't had no PR. I was broke when that song came out. I ain't had no PR. Rolling Stone posted me and said, this is the line of the year. Who else? All these big ass blogs was posting me. And the motherfuckers pay PRs to get shit like that. I woke up and it was just there. I ain't paid nothing. Rolling Stone. That ain't even for us. They ain't just posting hip hop niggas for no reason. They said this is the rap line of the year.
Well, it is 2020, and if I'm not mistaken, people can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think hip-hop music is the #1 genre in music at this time.
Should be.
So maybe if Rolling Stone wasn't covering hip-hop music, I have a feeling they probably are going to cover it just a little bit more.
Yeah. 'Cause they caught me up. Like, that caught me up. Since all this rap shit, that caught me off guard the most. I had that gotta be like Andre Iguodala. Like, he tweeted the motherfucker and said, this is the hardest 15 seconds of any song I ever heard in my life.
What year was it when Rolling Stone said it was the hardest?
2019. End of 2019. Type in Rolling, you got your phone right there. Rolling Stone, 3OhBlack.
It's on airplane mode.
Oh yeah, damn.
But, and this was before the deal.
Before the deal.
Before the Universal deal there. When it came to the Arabic, and I know you know a little bit of it, and you wish you would have known more, ever dated someone that spoke it?
Nah. Dated? Nah. I don't say I date these bitches. I don't
Well, you know what I'm trying to say here.
ever put that pickle on one of them. Yeah, probably. I done fuck with a lot of religions. I did it with a Chinese girl. Niggas ain't fucking with Chinese bitches. Ain't fucking with niggas. That's probably the craziest shit I ever done did. A Muslim, yeah. Damn.
You don't date.
Oh no, I ain't gonna sit here on this interview and fake right. I'm just like, you can't fuck with me. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just like, yeah. I hate saying that shit feel weird. I'm just like, out the way, you can't fuck with me. I'm just like, you can't fuck with me. She gonna see this and get upset.
Ever visited an Arabic-speaking country?
No, I just left the country for the first time. I went to Mexico. I only used my passport once.
In 2020 or 2019?
Shit, 2020. I was outside doing Corona. As soon as they fake opened the world back up, DC trip. We was 100 deep into Cancun. Crazy. craziest trip. I want to go back. Craziest trip ever. Craziest trip. I never been that drunk so early in my life. I woke up at probably 8 o'clock in the morning. I was drunk at 10 a.m. Free liquor. Crazy. You ever been to Cancun?
Oh, let's leave me out of this equation because the interview's about you. I don't want to talk about me.
You right.
I do want to ask you this though. And I'm not trying to be a downer here, but I'm just chronologically, I want to know. I'm just curious. I know your biological father, he passed away from COVID.
Yeah.
When you take this trip, was this before that incident happened?
This was after that. Yeah, this was after that.
So, go ahead.
I live life. Like, people be so saying, like, your father bad, blah, blah. You still, are you going to not go to your shows? Are you not going to go to the club? Life is, I got God, I got Allah. It's the same shit for real. Like, something going to happen, it's going to happen.
And there could be a multitude of why people pass away from the coronavirus, COVID-19. It could be, and I don't know your father like that, so this is the outside looking in, but it could be a precondition that he may have had.
Other health issues that he didn't tell us about.
It could have been his age. I imagine he's older in age.
Yeah, he was like 50 or something like that, like 40 something. He wasn't that old.
But compared to somebody like you, you know, you're half the age he is.
I don't know what's up with me, but I feel like I'm immune. I feel like I'm invincible. Somebody gonna have to do something to me or something before I feel otherwise. I feel like I can't be touched.
And his race.
Well, he black.
Yes, I've read that black, brown, Latino, Asian, they are 4 times likelier to end up in a hospital after catching COVID-19. I think I heard Biden say that in a recent press conference. If I didn't get that correct, somebody message in the comments, but I think that's exactly what he said, that minorities are having a harder time with COVID and battling that compared to Caucasian.
But I know, he might be right. I know a lot of people that had that shit though. I lost my uncle to it too. They was together. So they like, I don't know if they got each other sick. I don't know what the fuck happened, but that shit great. But I know endless young people that done had that shit.
But those are a couple of the strikes against somebody battling COVID. Your again, pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, he had pre-existing conditions.
His age and his race.
He was good. Like, you sounded like he was good. He was ready to leave the hospital. Next day they called, he ain't make it. I was like, what the fuck? Shit weird.
So I know you live life, but
I mean,
do you take COVID-19 serious after the death of your father and your uncle? Is it the same as you take it before the incident happened, or?
Honestly, before it happened, before he died, I was more serious about it. Like, when that shit first started, I ain't leave out my house for 3 months, probably 2-3 months. I ain't leave out the door. Like, the door, like, I ain't leave out at all for 2 months. Then I got to a point where I'm like, I can't take this shit. I don't like being in the house.
Quarantine fatigue?
I can't do it. I started getting chubby again. I was getting back, so I started getting a little gut again. I'm like, can't do this shit. I gotta go outside. Like, something's gotta give. Can't do it. Then Miami, they wasn't playing with you. They shut the whole city down. It was like ghost town out that bitch.
Yeah, I think they were kicking people out of hotels and things of that nature.
They were shutting the hotels down. You had to, did you have to be a resident or some weird shit like that?
Might have been around those lines, yeah. Somebody that knows, drop a comment. Give us the facts.
That shit was crazy.